Shalom, everybody. Rabbi Edelstein here with this week's installment of Rabbi E in 3, brought to you, as always, by MEOR DC. Find us on Facebook, MEOR DC, that's our page, or MEOR.org is our national website. Be in touch. I'm afraid it's becoming a pattern. I hope it doesn't become an established pattern to do my Rabbi E in 3 so late in the week, in the day, on Erev Shabbos, on Friday. But that's how it is. I'm going to change. Note to self. Note to Rabbi E to self. Change. Do better. Do it earlier in the week. God willing, I will do that. But there's also kind of an interesting background here. I'm actually sitting in a room in the Marvin Center. Actually, this is one of the rooms where I usually do the Maimonides Fellowship on the campus of GW. But anyway, the background looks out onto H Street. But the light looks kind of strange, I'm sure. It's kind of like a glow, the glow on each side. But it's just a view of the street looking over to Kogan Plaza. Okay, well, now I wasted a whole minute. I know I do that. That's another thing. Note to self. Start the point earlier. Okay. I said Rabbi E in 3. I announced my name. I told you the name of this presentation. Utterly out of keeping with this week's Torah portion. Tetzaveh, in the middle of the book of Exodus, book of Shmos. Why is me announcing myself and my name, Rabbi E, Rabbi Edelstein, why is that out of keeping? Because this portion is utterly unique in the Torah, the portion of Tetzaveh, which continues the story of the commandment to build the tabernacle, the Mishkan that God gives to the Jewish people. But why is this portion unique, and why is it not like Rabbi E's introduction? Because the name of the star of the show is not mentioned at all in this week's Torah portion. Moshe Rabbeinu, Moshe. His name is not mentioned. Now, God is addressing him directly and saying over and over again, and you shall command the Jewish people to bring you the materials to bring them and build the menorah and all the other items of the tabernacle and the garments of the Kohanim that are discussed in this week's Torah portion. God says to Moshe, you're in charge, or he's giving him the commandments, but no name Moshe. No name. Why? And there are many beautiful explanations. Moshe, of course, we know was the paragon of humility, of a nivus. He wanted to be hidden. He didn't want to be out there in the spotlight, as they say. And even from the very beginning of his mission, when God chose him, he argued against him being the proper one to redeem the Jewish people from Egypt. Why this week's Torah portion? There are a lot of interesting commentaries. I saw quoted that they say in the name of the Vilna Gaon, the great rabbi in the 1700s, this portion's always read right near Moses' yahrzeit, the 7th of Adar. Today, I'm filming this on the 8th of Adar. So in honor of Moshe, there's no outward honor given to Moshe because that was his character. Also, I'll add Rabbi E that was always read right before Purim. And the star, the anti-star, the anti-hero of the Purim story is a person called Haman, who's arrogant, who is so conceited that if one Jew doesn't bow down to him, he's thrown into a rage. And nothing can satisfy him except to take revenge on that Jew and all the Jewish people. And the heroine of the story is named Esther. And her name, Esther, is related to the word nistar, which means hidden, because she hides her identity from her husband, the Persian king. And because, here's another connection. And that was my phone in the background. Got to hide that next time. There's no mention of the name of God in the book of Esther. In all the books of Tanakh, it's unique. God is hidden. He's the soul and the source of everything, but he's hidden. Moshe was the soul and the source of the Jewish people's well, I shouldn't say it that way. The Jewish people were the connection. But Moshe was the very soul of the tabernacle. But in this portion, he's not mentioned. You can be hidden and do great things. You can be hidden if it's the right thing to be hidden, not if it's the wrong thing to be hidden. That's why I said Rabbi in 3, you have to know who I am. So I couldn't be hidden, but you get the idea. Have a great Shabbos.